Hi, this is Anand from Geekstick. This is to show how to do FTP and SFTP using WinSCP by RSA-Key. Hey, today we are going to see about SFTPing the file from the Linux system or Unix system. There are multiple tools are available like FileZilla and WinSCP. I prefer WinSCP. There are some reasons. Yeah, here I will show you some quick demo, so it will be easier for us. So every time we need not key in the password. Here, I mean, most of you would be, might be know about this WinSCP for transferring the file between your host machine and the server. But here we are trying to connect to the remote system by using the RSA key. Yeah, we are going to see how we are going to do it now. This is my remote machine. So here I will log into .ssh that you would have seen already I created private and public key. So in this authorized case, I need to key in my values from the local domain. That value here, in the remote system, always we need to have a public key because it's like a bank safe vault. Like a manager will have public key. As a patron, I will be having a private key. With my private key only, I can go over there, right? It should not be another way. You cannot have public key and manager should not have private key. So then it will not be safe enough. So this is the concept behind that. Already registered my public key over here. And how I am going to register my private key, I will show you. Already I registered. Here I am going inside this. In this Vagrant, again I'll show you Vagrant. This is a host name system. In the advanced, I'm getting into the SFTP connection. Then in this key exchange, I'm going to keep it on top. Then where I'm going to do this is my ID RSA gen. Actually, it will be converted into the PPK format because when you are doing it from server, it will be created in this format. It will be created in ID RSA pub and ID RSA. When I am stored, I need to copy this private key to my local system. Right? So once I copied this content, then when I am trying to load my keys into over here, automatically it will ask me to convert into the PPK format. So at the time you need to say all files. For example, this is the value ID RSA gen. When I am trying to convert it, will ask me, okay, open SSH private key in PuTTY format. You have to say okay. Then it will be created like this: ID RSA gen open ssh.ppk. I will say okay. Okay. Now, what I am going to do, I will save it. Then I am logging in. Yes, you see, it will be connected. Then we can transfer the file back and forth between your host machine and the server. Yeah, these are very simple trick because every time we need not key in the password. In FileZilla also we can do likewise. Some people might be so comfortable in SFTPing, in FTPing by command line, but these are some utilities, some tools will make our life, at the most it is going to save a minute or few seconds, but per day if you do multiple times, and per month if you do how many times you do, based on that, it will give you the convenience. It's not only about that time and how tough it is. It's not like that. It is a question of convenience. Now we are going to see some more additional features in this WinSCP about the folders and file synchronization. In this test, assume I don't have any files. Okay. Now I am going over here. Going to the commands. I'm doing synchronize. Where to synchronize the files? To my local machine. From here, very first time I'm doing. Yes. Now I have all those files. Whatever the files are available here, everything came over here now. Final, fruits and sample. Good. Let's open this folder. Here in this test, I got final, fruits and sample. Good. In this final.txt, I'm having 20. Good. See, here also I'm having till 20. Now I'm adding 21 and save it. Will it be here? No. So what do I need to do? I'll go over here in this commands, synchronize. Now, because I did changes in my local, so I'm keeping this in the remote. Where do I need to sync? From a local machine, I need to change. This is a remote machine, it's a local machine. Okay. And it's telling $21 came. Very good. But constant, every time I cannot keep doing like this. So here, assume I close my session now. Someone is changing these files here. Added 22. Yes. Will it be reflected in my local machine? So, yeah, 22 came. Because that file, no, immediately it got synced over here. When the file is open, if I make some changes, immediately it will not reflect. That is one thing we need to keep in mind. And purposely I'm going to the different folder. Now 23 didn't come. So for that, again I need to synchronize. The target directory is local. Okay. Actually, somewhere the content got changed. Do you need to reload? Yes. See, the 23 came. The other best approach is keep remote directory up to date. Now it is not in other way, it's in unidirectional. Keep remote directory. So first I do synchronization on start and update subdirectories. I'm starting it. Yes. Minimize. Now see what's going to happen. Instead of, I'll take the different file. Plum. Now I'll use the different fruit. Passion fruit. I'm saving this. See, the passion fruit came. Because purposely I'm keeping it, now we can minimize it also. We don't need it anymore. Again, I'm doing some more changes. Here I'm adding banana and save this. Banana came. We can do like this also. If there is any changes, immediately it will be reflected over here. Banana. Then I am going to add strawberry. See, the strawberry instantly got added over here because in background that's keep happening. It's not only for a specific file, for the whole folder. Yeah, this is the beauty of this. Keep remote directory up to date. It's one of the very nice feature. So all of us, we can use this. So again, it is not going to save much time, but again, it will give you some convenience. That's what we need to capitalize. And daily, if you start using this, we can find it so beneficial. It saves lots of our time, and chances of missing these updates, it will be minimized. Sometimes you will be wondering why it is not happening. I made a good right change. Why it's not working? Because we would have failed to SFTP that file, or we would have failed to update the latest changes. So these are some little bit changes. It costs the huge convenience and saves lots of our time. Yeah, that's it. This is all about. Thank you.